Everyone is bearish and screams about 4-year cycle being over and the start of the bear market. Yet, I just made a 3x on the Memecoin in 2 days. $10,000. Why keep being bullish, long in meme coins, and being present in this market on a daily? Am I just insane? Should you even listen to me? Today, I will provide you with an overview of what is actually going to happen next for the Bitcoin and crypto market. I will also give you 3 low cap meme coins that are kick starting the new meta right as we speak. And in the end, I would also tell you, did my Farcoin loan survive? Am I in profits at this stage? Did I add margin and was able to keep the position? Or is it over and I just lost $65,000 before the exact market reversal? You do not want to miss this episode. Do me a favor, press the like button and let's start. Welcome back to Mr. Memecoin YouTube channel. My name is Stan and in the last 2 years I made $3 million in meme coins. I took profits on $1.5 million and proceeded to lose the rest on leverage. On this channel, I'm sharing my make it all back journey and also providing you with a daily meme coin alpha you are not going to get anywhere else. By the way, meme coin trading is a scam. Anyone who made it big in meme coins was holding long term. First off, let's kick off with the market situation. The market could not be any better for Bitcoin. The sentiment could not be any worse for Bitcoin. History loves this exact mismatch in due time. This is something I actually like a lot. This is something you all need to understand. Anything that is expected by the majority is wrong. We have the whole world seemingly now aware of 4-year cycle insane, because these type of thoughts I had in the first place. I was always thinking like, why everyone just screams about 4-year cycle all the time? Probably it means that something different will actually happen. Relief pump to 200 MA, put in the right shoulder, drop 75% over 12 months in the bear market. This is something that everyone expects at this stage. And we can't just happily buy the bottom, can we? This is also something that I heard in a bunch of talks that I actually had in this space. Well, I will buy a ton of this asset at the bottom of the bear market. Nah, buddy, you won't. This isn't going to work like that. Everyone's sitting there and making the very easy judgment that 4-year cycle is in because it's the same dates as before. Is going to very confused when we move to new highs. You cannot just look at the 4-year arbitrary number for a cycle and think that there is nothing else driving that, because it's a liquidity cycle. It's not a Bitcoin halving cycle. It's a liquidity cycle. Liquidity is being delayed. I'm seeing it from business. I'm seeing it from business cycle. And that's why this is actually one of the major reasons of why I am bullish. I see this thing starting already, but it's definitely nowhere at the top. Nowhere at the top. I will be buying Lambos just for my business, just for my company, not even talking about fucking meme coins and this YouTube channel. You cannot just look at the 4-year arbitrary number for a cycle and think that there is nothing else driving that. Yes, Bitcoin has thus far moved in 4 cycles, but that is not because it is programmed to top on the same day every 4 years. It's because it's driven by a deeper business cycle, which has lengthened this time. And that is going to lengthen this cycle. My barber, taxi driver, and mother all mentioned 4-year cycles to me above the top. This is insane. Think about this. This is what retail thinks. I will show you some more sentiment. Guys, I just want you to be bullish right now. I just want you to have allocation to the market. I just want you to have these stance. If you did not, if you were not hurt by the current drop, nice, very well played. I just want you to allocate something to the market. Make sure. It's the perfect trap and many are falling for it. I can't really say any more on this topic that I've said. Now we just have to let time play out and will be revealed. I think people will be calling dead cat bounce all the way up to 100K. I think a correction is possible on the way back towards highs, but the dead cat bounce will be fake and many will then FOMO once BTC hits 150K. Guys, this phrase is very important. Just listen to it. Like when I read it the first time, it struck me like lightning. This means most took maximum losses selling into last week and will wait to buy once recovery has been completed. I don't want you to be these people. Just listen to me. There is a reason you are exposed to this content currently. There is a reason you are watching this video right now. I beg you, have some exposure into the market. Have some exposure to meme coins because they are most risk-on, emotion-based assets. They are always dumping way more than you expect, and they're always pumping way more than you expect as well. Please just have some exposure into meme coins. They're absolutely at the bottoms. Moving further, extremely high signal has never shown up anywhere except bear market bottoms. This is a buy signal essentially as well. Previously it was 4 times at the bear market bottoms, 5 times. Right now it just flashed right now. Guys, the reason I'm sharing this with you as well is because I'm screaming for the last several weeks This is the bear market. 2025 is the bear market for crypto. We were not in the bull market. We only had 12 assets outperform Bitcoin. This is the bear market. This is a non-obvious direct bear market. BTC is way lower than it was a year ago. We are in the bear market. You have to understand this. Because why? Because they understand Trump is going to be in the office for 4 years. They are obviously happy. All the shit is usually happening in the first year. Talk to anyone who's been watching after US presidents. All the bad stuff is usually happening in the first year. Because what? Because they understand they had 3 years to actually fix it. Therefore, they're using the first year to actually accumulate the assets because they know that the Trump will actually pump crypto to Valhalla, and the sentiment right now is actually perfect for that. I beg you, have some exposure. Moving further, talking about meme coins, because I'm a Mr. Meme Coin, right? I don't even want to touch anything on chain, man. And this is from Geek, one of the biggest scammers in this place, one of the other biggest scammers in this place as well, Solstice. If you are still shilling memes right now, you are functionally our target, one of the biggest scammers in this space as well. This guy, I'm not sure if he scammed a lot, but still, meme coins are so embarrassing these days, they completely lost their aura. These are your bottom signals. These people, most of these people, they do not how to fucking trade. All they do, they just figure out X, they just get into groups and they just dump on the followers. This is what they do. They don't know how the fuck to read the market sentiment. They don't know anything about this game. You want to actually read these signals as bottom signals and be allocated. Again, meme coins are the most assets, are the most reactive assets out there. They will most likely pump the most moving further. And the next thing, I was recalling the situation that essentially was happening back in April. We had our market bottom and then we had insane meme coin run. Back in summer, meme coins running like crazy. I was watching some old videos from Coin Talk channel from 6 months ago, and there were a bunch of people that essentially were being bored into crypto. They were asking like how to connect Phantom Wallet, what to do with Dextrainer and all these type of things. And I was thinking, what was actually the reason for all these people to come back? Or even get exposure, be exposed into the place, into the ecosystem in the first place. And this was the run of meme coins. This was Farcoin essentially coming back in March from like 200 million market cap to 1 billion plus. This was the run of SPX. This was also the run of Bread. And this was also the run of new on-chain meme coins that happened. I remember I was looking at Titcoin at $3 million market cap, which then at the peak top of this reverse came to $85 million. I could have bought $30,000 worth of Titcoin and have $850,000 at the absolute highs. I did have some exposure. It was very small in comparison to the numbers that I just shared. I just want you to understand the point I'm trying to communicate here is that through these times when the market is actually recovering, there will be insane plays like this. There will be things that if you're active, you would be able to put $3, $5, $10, $20,000. And you would most likely be able on some place to capitalize heavily. This is something you have to understand, and this is actually state of the market to be paying attention to the plays that are appearing on the market. And I will share 3 plays like this. It's mainly one, but it just have 2 better plays no one is talking about at this stage. And to support my point, PV months, buying up community, things works now. Starting 21st of November, things will be bullish. Wait and watch. PV months is very important. Why? Because everyone got wrecked, and through this time, usually we actually have new runners that are running like crazy. Kale saying, Farcoin and Useless will be the top performers from now until the end of the bull run, and it's not even close, by the way. People don't want utility low. They want memes, and these are the best too. Useless is Farcoin. I would agree with that. Like, this is the reason why I long Farcoin in the first place. Because I do believe that this place will be doing very, very well. And by the way, Farcoin is 25 cents already. But we'll talk about Farcoin. The meme, the coin I actually want to talk to you about, that I believe might have a chance to have the same run as Titcoin, if not even better, is Kerman, because it's a frog. And we know that frogs in this market, especially coming out of the bear market, and guys, 2025 was a bear market, 100%. Especially coming from the bear market, they tend to run like crazy. Pepe had around to $1.6 billion market. Obviously, I'm not saying that this is something that we would be seeing here, but this is the coin. I top blasted at $1 million, and right now I'm already 3.5x up. This is insane in these conditions of the market, right? And this is just something I want to hold. And to be honest, like, I cannot properly transfer this to you, but when I have seen this the first time, like, it felt different right away. It felt good internally. I was waiting for a couple of days, and then I have just seen the market cap increasing, so I just top blasted. This is the story of me getting into this coin. You probably know this frog, probably know Kermit. 6 months, no activity, and comes back with this. Pepe, well, by the way, I think we will be 10 million plus by the end of this month. Crazy shit. This is the guy who just posted Kermit, and he's a paper whale. And for 6 to 7 months, he was absolutely silent on X. And this is the only thing he posted. There might be bigger things at play. I'm not telling 100% there are, but I just had a different feel of vibration, a different feel of energy when I seen this thing the first time, and that's why I essentially got into myself. I remember seeing backward control at these levels and fading, not fading, Kermit, log in. So there are essentially people who are known for pushing early good meme coins around these levels who are doing the same thing about Kermit at this stage. This is the play I actually just wanted to expose you at this stage, and it's up to you. I just love this play and I hold it, and I will continue to hold, because I know that in this stage of the market, if you buy something and you hold into proper reversal, when risk comes on, when all these people comes back, this is the way to capitalize heavily. Because I had Titcoin essentially. Now I was looking at Titcoin. Right now I have Kermit and I am looking at Kermit. Two better plays. Absolute degenerate, very risky, because the show essentially had two more characters, Elmo and Piggy. They both are at around 50k market cap. Elmo is probably a bit better because it's up in 24 hours. I only have a small bit of Piggy, right? But I'm not even sure I even have these exact contract errors because I bought something in Pump Fund, right? These are just two better plays. If you believe that this method will continue, you might want to get exposure into this thing as well. Now, what actually happened to my Farcoin loan? Did I add margin and was able to survive? What actually happened? Why we had this week in Farcoin? It was absolutely a scam week, absolutely scam week to just remove the leverage. We never should had it in the first place. I'm talking about this week. Look at the chart of Farcoin. Like, we should not be below this level. We are breaking the structure if we are going below this level. And this was my thesis in the first place, because this is the bottom of the new Elliott wave formation for this asset. And Farcoin and SPX are the only two meme coins that were essentially holding the structure on the market. And we just had this scam week to 18 cents. I'm telling you 100%, we should not have it in the first place. Unfortunately, my $65,000 because of this scam week actually got liquidated. Got liquidated fully. I only have 1.4k left. Very nice. Thank you very much. And look what happened. I was off just by 1 day. I called the bottom right here. The next day, they scam wicked to 18 cents. When the market was like not dumping much, it was kind of recovering already, right? They scam wicked and it's already at 25 cents. I have a strong feeling that this thing might just continue from here. But instead of having some exposure, I just have 65k liquidated. Instead of even like just buying on support or like logging SPX, because SPX 6900, it did not lose this level. If I would long SPX 6900 and I would use essentially the same logic, I would probably be up $10,000 to $50,000 currently and have exposure to the asset for the upcoming run that I expect that should be happening. So kind of ending this video sad, but yeah, it's the way it is. That's the reason I essentially like did not publish anything yesterday as well, because yeah, like losing 65k before the reversal, at least I think we are before the reversal, actually hurts. But again, like it's a bet that was made, because if I would survive, it probably would be a multi-million-dollar position in terms of this one. But again, only if we are reversing from here, which I think we are. Thank you very much for watching this one. Shall be seeing you tomorrow. Stay healthy and rich. Bye-bye.